This coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is Tony Pollard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff left. Elliott. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20, and all the way down to the 12. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Prescott rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, Elliott once more. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On first down, Garoppolo. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll roll him out right. Here's a diving catch right side.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Gold is able to put it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Prescott now. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they get a first down and more. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Elliott. Runs over him. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Garoppolo now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Garoppolo. That's to his running back. Complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Here's Dak. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts him in front here late, but that you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here I come. 65.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, Mitchell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Eight yards to go on second down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Got a man here. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Elliott.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Prescott on first down, rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On third down, Elliott. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Prescott from the gun.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quran Williams.
And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Garoppolo now.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown!
Juwan Jennings.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Final play of the half. Prescott forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott, he'll buy some time right. Here's a diving catch right side.
It's hard enough playing defense on any play. But when a player is able to keep a play alive with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and change all the angles of the receivers, that's more than difficult. Usually a big play results for the offense.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Go ahead.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And some space here. 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 14-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Check 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And a completion to Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turn.